Yo, male costume jewelry. That's where I'm at with it.
Well, I'm not.
What is up with that? No way.
No, sir.
No way. Yo,
No.
I think it's because I'm a little older, though. Naughty, I think it's because I'm a little older. First off, my guest tonight is Naughty Nuclear
Respect. Y'all.
and the Mad Dancer.
Hello.
Mad Dancer, R.E.T.
She's dead.
R.E.T. retired. She said, what the fuck is R.E.T.?
Sorry, y'all can't spell.
You got rated down. Then I played it.
Yeah, but I decided I was going to talk about this, man. And I'm not coming at nobody, but I'm going to come at you.
So is pocketbook that costume jewelry?
Huh? Is
I
what?
mean, I'm sorry. What is it called? Coach bag. What is it called?
What? Oh, the bag some men wear.
Purse, motherfucker.
But that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. The man purse, that doesn't bother me. No, that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me.
All right, if you're a homosexual, it doesn't bother me. You are what you are. But if you're a guy and you claim to be masculinity, we don't do that.
You think so?
I know so.
Because you know what's hot online right now with the white folks? They talking about I forget the guy's name, posted a picture of the last guy to play James Bond. And you remember the thing that I like to carry the baby in, the body sling thing? I forgot the name of that. He made a comment, this guy makes a comment saying, oh no, not you too, downing the guy that played James Bond holding his newborn baby, carrying his newborn baby in one of them. So I thought to myself when I first clicked on that, really, I love them things. It frees up my hands. I get to still have the baby close.
But that don't count. I can't call that.
Well, the guy thinks it's not masculine.
Well, he don't know what he's talking about because that's a child.
Well, that's how I feel about the purse.
No,
The man purse.
No. When you have a child, there are certain rules that are excluded.
Now listen, let me tell you what the man purse is.
I can understand where Naughty coming from because what are you carrying in this purse?
All right, I'm gonna tell you what the man purse is.
You can't carry it in your wallet.
I'm gonna tell you what the man purse is. I'm gonna tell you what the man purse is. It used to be called the satchel.
Yeah, back in the day when they was carrying stuff.
But it was the same thing.
To go on their long trips and stuff.
But it was the same thing.
In Oregon,
it's not the same thing.
when they was in the Western.
Yeah, and they not going nowhere.
No.
What do they carry
We in the
bag?
city.
Lotion, cologne.
Yeah, but nowadays it's different. The guys that have that type of shit to carry, some guys carry their touch pads.
No.
No, that's too much.
No,
Back
no,
in the
no.
day, they was carrying maps. They was carrying deeds or whatever.
That's true.
You are
That's
red
true.
flagging your masculinities.
I mean, I ain't
If
got no
you
problem
say
with it,
you a
but I just
masculine
wanna know
man
what
and you
carrying
got a
in there.
purse, I'm questioning you.
I hear you.
We don't do that.
Now he said I'm questioning you. I hear that, but I don't have a problem with the man purse. Now let me say this though, that's not my thing. I wouldn't have a man purse. That's not my thing. But when I see it, it doesn't. I don't give it a second look. It doesn't bother me. I get it.
Okay, but point that I'm making is, it's still something that a man of masculinity wouldn't do. And you are a man of masculinity, and you said I wouldn't do it.
It's not my thing. Good point, I guess.
Not my thing. Blah blah blah.
No, it's not my thing. It's not my
I'm
thing.
not gonna do it.
It's not my thing. It's not my thing. I mean, but when I see it, it doesn't bother me though.
It's not. It don't bother me.
What about the purses? It's the little. The men
I'm not gonna
got
say
like
it
clutches too.
bothers me.
You ever
What
seen
I'm
them?
saying is, I noticed that you're breaking the law. That's what I'm saying.
There's some men pouches that they put under their arm too.
That's only for businessmen.
If it's money in that motherfucker, you doing business, I can
see
understand.
businessmen.
You making a drop from one business to the bank, the money, I get that.
Well,
But
that,
if you walk around, no, man, you not masculine man.
so what you feel about the male costume jewelry in that sense then? The costume jewelry.
It's I'm kind of iffy with that one day.
I mean, everybody wear it nowadays. Ain't nobody wearing no real
Because
jewelry.
it depends
common
on where
now.
you wearing that. Like every day you talking about?
Yeah, that's too much.
No,
Well,
that's breaking the law.
I don't know anybody that I know to see that
Breaking
wears
the
that shit every day.
law. You can't wear costume jewelry and claim you this. Like if you that, then I understand. But if you not this, then don't do it.
Cause when I was in my teens and early 20s, that used to be not cool. Costume jewelry? You don't wear costume jewelry.
Hell no.
If a nigga found out your Cuban wasn't real, like, that was the thing,
You
like.
don't do it.
But now, like, people buy whole chains in the Cuban link style and all that, but it's costume jewelry.
But because they got so nice with it, where you can't tell.
Not
what's
necessarily.
really-
I can show you pictures of people that got on. It's this one particular joint I see a lot of the younger guys wear. It's like a chain, and it got a red or a green emerald or whatever here and here.
Oh, that.
And
that
it's a
chat
long
phone.
joint.
But I don't
Yeah.
think that
Some of them got a
I see that.
cross on
But
them or
that's
something
that's
on
a
them.
young generation thing.
nobody's really looking.
That's I know
Looking
what
at hard.
I know what he's talking about, and I see more youngins with that. I see
Yeah,
younger
right.
youths with that.
Right, it's common now. Like, but for me, it used to not be cool. That's just not something guys used to do.
But
If you
here
wore
go,
jewelry, you wore
here
something
go.
real.
And I say this, they doing that because they brain screwed up.
You think their brains
the
is
same
screwed up?
ones walking around with that is with the fucking pants sagging.
Dang, it's crazy that you said
Their
that, dog. Because
masculinity is going too.
I think-
and they don't even know it.
some of it look good
Half
to
of
me.
them know it and be like, I don't even give a fuck. Fuck what you talking about, old head.
Yeah, I consider myself a very masculine guy. And some of the costume jewelry looks very good to me. I have
I'm
a.
deceiving
So
you, my
what's
brother.
I'm sorry, y'all getting me confused because when you say costume jewelry, I just think of like fake jewelry.
It is. It's fake jewelry.
Yeah.
There's guys out there wearing whole fake watches, fake rings. Like, all right, for example,
But I guess they trying to fake it to the make it. I
Well-
guess
Because think about it, it's the environment that they in. Because I'm pretty sure
they trying to keep up with the Joneses.
they can't go in no high society.
Right,
if
and
they
that shit.
doing that. So if they going to the club, they on Delaware Avenue. Ain't nobody looking that hard.
Yeah, it's in the dark and
Ain't
you
nobody
really
looking
ain't.
that hard.
well, some of it look good to me,
That's why
but
a lot of
again,
people get away with it.
that's just not my thing. That's not my thing. I come from a time when everybody, if you was a person that wore jewelry and say you couldn't afford it like that, then you wore silver, but all your jewelry was silver. You dig me? And that's where I come from. If you could afford it, then you wore white gold, or you wore, you dig me?
Yeah.
But you wore all that. You know what I mean? And you kept it nice and shiny clean. Not the motherfuckers that just got on jewelry because they got on jewelry and then they go, this silver, I rock silver. No. I'm talking about guys that actually wore jewelry and kept it nice and shiny clean. Like, I remember a time when dudes would wear whole silver rings and whatnot the way dudes would wear gold. And that nigga wouldn't diss him because he wore silver.
Because that was his thing.
That was his thing. He
There
wore
was a dude
silver.
named Silver. Respect the silver.
Or white gold even. It was dudes that wore
They got
white
silver
gold and shit
caddies,
like that.
Silver chains, like silver everything.
And for a minute, the platinum came in.
Yeah.
And then,
Remember that.
yeah, and then there's this black material too. It's a metal. It's not a precious metal, I don't think, but it's a metal that people wear now as jewelry.
Onyx.
It's not onyx. That's more like a stone. The one I'm talking about is a metal. It's a metal that people wear and it's like black.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Dudes was wearing whole sets of that too, like it's a style too for a quick minute.
Nah, I like that.
I like that too.
I guess that's that get money
That's
shit.
what's good.
But
It's
it
cheap, though.
but it yeah. But it wasn't like that costume jewelry shit that I be seeing now though. But would you wear costume jewelry?
No. I don't wear no jewelry.
You a woman, so I know you wear costume jewelry. I wouldn't
Yeah,
even
that's
ask you.
all I wear.
No, I guess if you call remember I used to wear the Jamaican chain, the emblem on it, the
Yeah.
flag, and is that costume jewelry?
Yeah.
I guess I
Is
did.
it? That falls under costume jewelry.
Yeah.
That's
I
interesting.
bought it at the county fair.
See?
Yeah, costume
man.
jewelry.
When did that become popular though? When did it become popular with guys who wear costume jewelry?
That
How?
was like
When?
2002, something like around there. Cause to me, I seen it as some hood shit the youth was doing, and then me, I just like that chain.
Listen, honest to God, I just noticed that I was seeing the young guys wearing jewelry again. But I noticed that a lot of them was wearing the same jewelry. And then I thought to myself, all these guys can't be getting I know who some of these people is. They ain't getting nothing to be, and I look a little closer. And once I was looking a little closer, I started noticing that these is the jewelry that I pass in the Vibe magazines and online and shit that I'm like, what the fuck? And sloop by them. And that's what they wear now. They wear costume
Yo,
jewelry.
I remember one time
So-
I bought what I was like, I had to be about 15. And I bought this girl I used to best with earrings for the cheeks though. Who fucking her earlobes turned green.
Listen,
Yo, I never believed it. Because I was like, that shit ain't true. So I paid the money, bought them. She loved them when I gave it to her. You know what I mean? So days go by. She never said nothing. It was like 2 weeks later when I called and her mom told me. She was like, yeah, because you fucked her ear. Her ears turned green.
Well, she was sleeping in them?
I don't know.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Shout out to me. What's up, man?
This is my experience with costume jewelry. I must have been about 14, 15, and I had this little job helping this lady with her kid, right? So she was giving me nice little money, a little 50, 60 bucks at the time and shit at the end of every week. So one day I go down to my favorite little, it's like a little Chinese store and shit to go buy some fucking gizzards. I used to love gizzards at the time.
Yeah.
So I'll go down to the Chinese store to go buy some gizzards and shit. And while I'm standing in there, you know how in the Chinese store, they sell everything in that bitch.
I'm sorry.
They sell everything in the Chinese store. So I'm looking up at the wall and I see these gold chains.
Oh, hell no. Not
So I know they fake, but
food store.
I know they fake, but I'm like, look,
At least I
fuck
went
it.
to the discount store.
I'ma
He
buy
went to
one.
Where they sell food.
The chain was like $25. I'm gonna buy one. So I bought the first one. The first one is a rope chain.
Well, you spent $25.
$25. The first one is a rope chain, and it got it had, I think it was a BMW medallion in it. So it looked authentic. The rope, I remember the old wrap ropes? It was a rope. Now that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad.
The rope.
The rope, and I had it for a minute, and I already know since it wasn't real, I couldn't wear it all the time. So I timed when I wore it, and I had it just long enough that it had just started to fade on the lock piece. You know what I'm saying? So now I decided I'm gonna go buy another one. It's maybe 3 weeks later. I decided I'm gonna go buy another one. So I go buy another chain. I've been rocking this. I'm getting in love with the chain though. I'm getting in love with the chain. Nobody checking me with it. I'm getting in love with it.
I'm thinking I remember this.
I'm getting in love with it. I'm getting in love with it. So I go back and I buy another chain, but I buy a different kind of link. I don't remember what this kind of link was, right? And I liked the link so much that I didn't pay attention to nothing else. It was, you know, the link that it looked like gold stone. I think it's a nugget look. It looked like gold stone, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Print in it like it's a stone.
bumpy, like yeah. It was like that. So I bought the chain and I wore it with the medallions that I was already wearing.
The nugget.
Yeah. So now that jaw a little shorter. I put it on. I come outside. I'm rocking that jaw. And the dude a little older than me. This nigga must have been like 17, 18, 19. He's checking out my chain. His boy go, yo, young boy, young boy. They must have played me at first. But as they got closer, the boy was like, nah, that nigga Chain say I love you on the shit. I never even noticed that shit. I was so hyped up on the chain. I would look with the nugget, yo. I remember, mind you, I'm like 14, 15. This is a true story. So, and at the time, a little nigga can have shit like that because niggas used to sell crack and coke at the time. So you can have shit like that. So ain't nobody really checking you that hard. But when I noticed it after he said that, dog, I took that joint off and put it in my pocket.
I love you.
Right after he said it, I took it off as I'm walking because I don't want nobody else to notice that shit now. I think I might have took them both off too. But I definitely took that one off and I put it in my pocket. So it wasn't until I got home that I got to look at it good. And lo and behold, it did have I love you, I love you, I love you, go all the way around along the link and shit towards the middle. I don't know how I didn't notice that shit before, yo. I don't know how I didn't notice that shit before. That shit was so embarrassing for me. So ever since then, I gave them Jones away. And ever since then, I never wore fake jewelry ever again.
Tears. Tears.
I never forget. Cause look, but Donnie, this is the thing. I wish I was filming it so y'all can see the footage. Not the nigga you just said it. This nigga pointed it out. Like, no. This nigga Jay said, I love you all around the link. He pointed at me and shit. And I didn't even know this dude. I didn't even know him. You know what I'm saying?
They was right, Ray robbed your ass.
It might have been. And we like walking on Broad Street like randomly. So it's like other people walking by type shit. That might have even been somebody else laughed at me, but I was already so embarrassed and shit. Yo.
Dog, this happened on Broad Street?
Yeah, yo.
No.
Yeah, this happened on Broad Street.
No.
In broad daylight too, man.
Damn.
In broad daylight. Now the rest of my clothes was good. The rest of my shit was fly. I was good there. It was all name brand shit.
Shout out to the
For real rap.
the listeners, man. If y'all just tuning in, y'all just missed an epic story about don't wear costume jewelry.
I don't even know if it's don't wear, but that was just my
Caught.
yeah, that was my situation with it. So ever since then, you know what I mean?
Yo,
And
he
I
bought a chain for the fucking Chinese
real
store.
rap. And I ain't been 14 in
where
many
they
years.
sell food, not a discount.
I
Chinese
feel you,
store.
but I mean, I was a kid, you know, I didn't, you know, and then even though still the first one, Naughty, the first one with the BMW medallion, that rocked. That rocked. Nobody
away with
checked
that
it.
one.
That
That was
rocked.
cool.
And because it was the rope link,
Yeah.
it rocked.
But it was that fucking
But that other chain with the nugget
that said, I
didn't.
love you.
Yeah, it didn't catch, man. It didn't catch. I didn't notice that shit. But you know what though? This is a question for you, Dancer. Do women even care? Do women like that shit? Do women care?
If you that certain type of woman, some I can't really speak for all, but some women like that, and some women it really don't matter. That's why I said don't nobody like women really don't be looking that close
Really?
unless they a certain type of woman and they looking for a certain type of guy. But
All right, I give you a scenario.
just regular folks.
You a regular type of chick, right?
I am, which I am.
And you meet a dude, and he blinging. You don't even know yet. You think, all right, not that you in it for the money or nothing, but the fact that he blinging, you just see him blinging. Okay, you go over his crib, boom. The chain laying on the side. It say, I love you on the lip.
Yeah, you're not gonna notice that shit.
Now listen.
What do you do from there?
All right. First of all, if he wasn't in the club or like, oh yeah, like he got it like that, then I can give him a pass because I'm like, this just is going out shit.
All right.
You know
All
what I'm saying?
right.
Fair enough.
And
That's
I'll
just-
probably fuck with
it's
like,
going
oh,
out
shit,
fraud
going
night
chain.
shit.
You know it got I love you on it, right? But if he all in the club and he all like this and I see that, I'm like, okay, you won't be seeing me the next day.
You know what's a funny thought I'm having right now though? After I told that story, if enough people listen, there's another motherfucker out there that's gonna laugh because he had the same chain and did that
he
before.
Like, damn,
Somebody else bought the I love you chain. You feel me? Real
You
rap.
know them chains was manufactured. Though.
Yeah, that's a funny thought. There's somebody else out there that's gonna hear this story and be like, damn, I had one of them Jones. I know what he's talking about. You dig me? Yo, that's some crazy shit.
They gonna be like, damn, but they got son, yo, because I ain't paying no 25 for that, yo.
Nah, man.
I only paid $7 for mine.
Yo.
Damn, they got you, son.
Yo, man. I'll never forget that shit, yo. Real rap.
$25 a lot.
A
to
lot.
14.
Especially
Yeah.
what? At that
I
time?
was like, I paid bank for this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You was proud of that motherfucker.
Yeah, for real. Cause you know, it's funny, over the years, I've seen all my brothers came at me with some shit like that they had on. All my brothers come at me with some jewelry like that. I'm like, what the fuck you got on, man? And I never tell them my story. I've never told them my story. I've never told them. Every one of my brothers, at around that same age, I'm the oldest brother. Feel me? So the one under me, Kev, never really was into jewelry. But Sean and the rest, all of them came and had some shit like that at one point. I'm like, what the fuck this nigga got on? But I left him alone because you got to go through your own thing to learn your own thing.
Oh, I got a joint where
So
I
do
was
y'all
in.
guys look at that in female?
Well, we expect that from
I was
females.
going to say, yeah, I expect
We
it.
expect that from
The
females.
little trinkets and all that shit.
Yeah, and the
I
woman
get
that
it.
actually has
That's
on real
accessory.
jewelry, we look at
Yeah.
you different because you have on real
Yeah,
jewelry.
that is true.
We look at you different because we expect costume jewelry and the nails and stuff. So if you come and got on some real shit, we
Yeah.
peep that.
You like, oh, that's
Yeah.
high maintenance right there.
Yeah. And we do know the difference for
That's
y'all
that
females that don't think
upper
we do.
level shit.
We do know the difference between that fake shit that y'all buying on Amazon and that real shit.
Yeah, we know Top Shelf. and we
Real
know
rap. When the
Top
bitches come in and got on that real Versace set shit, well, first off, the Versace is never see-through. It's made from some thick-ass material. You understand? It's just not see-through. It's never see-through. It's never shares, never see-through type shit.
That ain't what Lee said on 7th and Washington.
Who?
Mr. Lee. His Versace is see-through. And it's only $25. And it don't say I love you. It's gonna have a real Versace tag on it. $25.
I feel you.
Mr.
Wow.
Lee. I ain't mean to shout out your location, you know what I mean? My bad, Mr. Lee.
I'm having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, a little technical difficulties. While I'm there, don't go nowhere. Okay, are we? Hello? Is this thing on? Dead space. No, I got one with the costume jewelry. Motherfucking boy robbed me. I know he was so.
What Rodney?
No, this boy robbed me.
Oh, robbed you
Yeah.
for costume jewelry?
Yo, he seen my shit blinging. I had just went to Myrtle Beach, coming back, and I got this little fucking chain that had a marijuana leaf on it. Shining, glistening. 99 cents. Get out the car. He like, what's up, yo? You know I do music, so and then it's my neighborhood. So I'm like, all right, cool. What's up? Shook his hand, thought he was gonna keep moving. Like, you know what this is. First thing he did was snatch the chain. I was looking at like salt. You know what I mean? I said, little did he know, I had just got paid, and the chick I'm with just got paid. Fucking idiot. If he really was about it, cause it's
So he
idiot.
just took the chain?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's more to it, but I can't tell the rest of the story.
Shit.
you.
Shit.
Y'all want it? All right, so boom. Me and the chick pull up. This was actually in front of my old crib. Pull up. I get out the car. He see the chain. No, I don't know. I think he seen it as we pulled up. Because he was walking right past the crib. We pulled up, parked right in front of the door. Boom. So, I see eyes with him. He see eyes with me. So I'm like, fuck is this? Always some motherfucking body I know. Because everywhere I go, you know what I mean? But especially them times. Like, yo, that's the boy, whatever. So they be like, you be every fucking where. So it's always people I'm meeting. So boom. I see him, I said, yo, what's up? He said, what's up? He shook my hand, snatched the chain. No, as he pulling the gun with the, he took his hand, as he taking his hand away from shaking my hand, he put his hand to pull for the gun and the other hand snatching my chain. He like, you know what this is. So I step back. Shorty get out the car. Well, she get out the car, come around, and she didn't know what was going on. So now, I'm fucking like, what's up, Theodore? Respect. Mr. Lang, Mr. Lane. So he was like, yo, get back. And he's like, yo, y'all know what this is. So now, I'm going in the first pocket. All I had was, like, I had sweatpants, I had jeans on, and then shorts. The money always close to the body. That was when I was grinding back in them days. I ain't play that shit. Like, I always foreseen it. So he go in the first pockets. No, actually, he was like, take that shit out your pocket. I ain't going in my fucking pockets. He look at her and he look at me. She startled. So now he take one hand, go and try to tap my pockets. Ain't feel shit. Then he tap her. Then going shit. He trying to take a pocketbook. My man Tone come down the street. He's like, yo, Jamaica, you good? I was like, yeah. Just let this nigga do what he doing. Let him roll out. So now Tone like, all right. He walk up the street like a couple cars, go for his fucking hammer. Now, my man Ed coming out his crib. Yo, Rob, you good? I'm like, yeah, yo, just let this nigga do what he gonna do. Let him go. I don't want to get shot. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no hammer on me. I am not ready for this shit. Yeah, he's standing there. He like, yo, get your mans. I'm like, yo, they gonna chill. They not gonna do nothing. They not gonna do nothing. Next thing you know, this nigga said, get back in the car. Boom, Clyde. Yeah. Now, somehow he hit the fuck. I don't know how the doors was open, the back door. He grabbed the back door. He's like, get the fuck in. So she started. So I started to go in. But I see him go around the car to get in the front of the driver's seat. I said, this nigga, I'm going to choke his fucking life out as soon as he tried to drive anything. But before that could happen, he sits in the seat. Now, I'm almost in the car. Now I wasn't going to get in as I seen him going around. But I stopped. I said, you know what, fuck that. I'm going to get in because as soon as he get in the driver's seat, I'm going to choke the shit out of him. But I was like, fuck, he got a gun. What if he reach back and buck up. So I'm like, fuck, I got to wait for the perfect opportunity. So next thing you know, I sit down in the car. She about to get in. This nigga drops the keys to the club. The club was on the stand wheel, so he fumbling. He dropped it. I like almost kicked her the fuck out the car. Like, don't get in. Move, get the fuck out. Yo, this shit, I can't script it better. It's like out of a fucking movie. As I'm like jumping out the car, pulling her, trying to run, we get a couple steps away. He stood in the car. I look back. How about she fall? Bumbaras. I was like, you black, you ain't supposed to be falling. And that's why I put the Jets on, because I'm like, she should know she black. Like, you're supposed to put the jets on in this situation. Yo, I'm literally thinking as she fall, I'm a couple, like, let me see, maybe like 1, 2, 3, maybe 6, 7 steps away from I literally startled back and forth, like, I did like at least 3, 4 jerks. Like, should I leave or should I go? Should I leave? Ah, fuck, come on, I gotta run back and get her. Next thing you know, I hear Tone and my man Ed. I can say their names because they don't know their nationalities. So they they come down. All I heard was click, 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 and the ball started running through the fucking schoolyard, and they was like, fucker, 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 and he's shooting back. But we running they running diagonal, we running across, like the opposite way from that shit. I run into my neighbor crib. She was like, "Who the fuck is that?" I was like, "It's me, Miss Shaq."
Has smoked too much of this shit.
And give me a light so I can smoke some more.
Naughty has smoked too much of that shit.
Yo, that shit was like a movie.
Robert,
man.
Robert, what the fuck
Robert.
does any of that have to do with costume jewelry, Robert?
Oh, because he told
Robert told us how he made
Listen,
it.
didn't I say I
Robert-
didn't want to tell the story? He said,
Yo, Naughty
Go
done
ahead.
told us how he
Go
made
ahead,
a
tell the
body with his
story.
man and shit. See, this is how
I
niggas
ain't
go to
say
jail.
nobody. I
This
don't
is
know
how
what he
motherfuckers
talking
go to
about.
jail.
Hey, I never said the
We talking
conclusion
about
of the
baking
story.
the cake, and
Right.
you telling us
You
how
gotta put that
he
part
took a
in.
nigga's manhood.
Yo, we don't know what did my chat board. I just basically told the story. I never had a conclusion to the story, so you can't say that I incriminated anybody or anyone.
All right, I'm gonna ask one more question. I'm gonna ask one more question, and then we out. You ready?
Ready?
Does your favorite star wear costume jewelry?
Hell no.
Oh shit, that's me.
Yeah, that's you. You remember that?
Crying in the beginning.
In the beginning.
This my star?
Of the,
Yo,
My star? What'd he say? What was the question?
yeah, put that out.
all right, cool.
He talk
He
about
said, do
me.
your favorite star, your favorite celebrity, right?
Yeah.
Wear
Oh,
costume
okay.
jewelry.
You gotta say celebrity because you know star could be
Yeah, does
a
your
star
favorite
in the
celeb?
sky.
Does your favorite
Star
celeb wear
in the-
costume
It could be
jewelry?
a starfish.
You think your favorite star wear costume jewelry?
More, I don't have a favorite star, so I can't say that.
Do you think celebrities wear costume jewelry?
Of course,
Coming up in the
of
beginning.
course,
That probably is now.
they
Like,
definitely do
the smart ones
for
don't
pictures
put
and all
money
that shit.
on
You
that
can't
stuff.
tell.
And a lot of them get free stuff.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what I also think though, babe? Remember when we went to the museum and we saw that Star Trek shit? And we noticed how flimsy the shit is? I feel like a lot of Hollywood is a lot of that, man. It's a lot of fake stuff going on, and we go out and buy the real shit. I swear to God, man, I
What
think
is
we
built
go out and
on?
buy all the real shit, but it's a lot of fake shit out
Hollyweird.
there.
It's not Hollywood. It's Hollyweird.
That's what I think.
That shit been weird since the day I could even remember back of Hollywood.
Yeah, we love it though.
No, you love it.
Yeah, you love it too,
Can't speak for
motherfucker.
me.
You love it too.
It's alright.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's alright.
You like it enough to let it jerk your dick?
What the rest?
You do.
Yo, I don't.
What are
what the-
porn? Where's porn? Porn's
This
Hollywood.
motherfucker just went super left.
Porn's Hollywood.
Porn is Hollywood.
Porn is Hollywood.
No, it's not.
Why ain't it?
Porn is Utah. Porn is New York. Porn is
Hollywood.
no, because you could say California because Hollywood is in California, but it
Yep.
don't mean that it's Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? You can't really say that.
Went to go get, you know,
They doing porn anywhere, Florida. You know what I mean? They do a lot of that shit in Florida.
Is it Florida? Or is it California? I thought California was more. It's California, right?
And Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
How much you want to
if
bet?
you wanted to be a porno star back in the day, you go to California.
When you talking about back in the day, Princess Leia.
Even now, if you want to be a porno star, you go to Pornhub.
Yeah, you literally could go to Pornhub now. You ain't gotta go to it. You just go
It's
to Pornhub.
crazy
now.
that it's plenty sites, but that's the motherfucking number one. Wow.
Celebrities want to upload their shit there.
Yo, I'm gonna call this in a short show so we can go get our drink on. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for letting me come into your home and listening to me tonight.
Yeah,
This is Sess Videoz, SESSVIDEOZ. You can Google that name and I will come up. You'll find all my content all over the place because that's how I get down. Anyway,
And my
like
name
and
is,
subscribe.
Bartholomew Jacob Eugene the third on my cousin aunt's left side, removed from my uncle Paul, that was related to what was her name? Oh, Rihanna. So yeah, Naughty Nuclear, N-O-T-T-I N-O-T-T-I-N-U-C-L-E-A-R. Google.
Click that like button. Lets YouTube
subscribe.
know. It lets YouTube know that you like this content. It's good, and other people will like it.
Subscribe.
And they put it in their mainstream. Subscribe. Everybody's got YouTube on their phone now because you got a phone that's connected to Google and Google connects with YouTube and all that good stuff. So you have a YouTube page. So subscribe to the page so you can keep up with the latest. And push that bell icon because the bell icon lets you know when I upload as soon as I upload. Love you, people. I love you all. Thanks for tuning in and joining.
Respect.
And I'm out.